Hello there. Right, it's me, SaveWithCrypto. Right, sorry about the delayed start. Let me just check the audio. Right, that seems okay. That's good. Right, let me just get something on the screen to show you, which will be the Bitcoin price when I get a moment. Hang on a sec. Right. Okay. Right, let's just have a look at the comments. Yeah, sorry about that. My daughter wasn't going to come home from college, but then she decided she was, and it was raining. So I thought, oh, I may as well go and pick her up. And I kind of allowed myself about 10 minutes, and wasn't really quite enough, really. So the replies I just did in the comments wasn't actually me. It was it was my daughter sort of texting on my behalf, if you like, me dictating to her. Oh, right. Let's have a look. There we go. Right. So yeah, what I got her to show you was that link to Bitunix, which is this offer that expires on the 21st. I was gonna play my little pre-recorded thing about it, just while I sort out a drink and stuff, right? So this is the offer. This is on now until the 21st. So I think it's worth taking advantage of if you haven't used Bitunix before, because it does favor new people, but there is something there for existing people as well using my link. All right. From now until the 21st of December 2025, the new Bitunix campaign is live. Now, this is really good, especially if you're a new user. There are actually 3 campaigns running. Now, the first one is a VIP campaign, which gets you cheaper fees and a lot more advantages. For the new people, there's the deposit reward. You simply make a deposit and you can get 30% cash back. This is the best offer I've ever seen for a deposit reward. And lastly, there's a trading volume reward. Trading volumes are actually quite easy to attain. To give you an example, here's an account that I've got about $2,000 in. And in the last campaign, I managed to achieve a trading volume of 1.7 million just by trading that $2,000. So you can imagine if I had something like $10,000, my trading volume would be more like 8 or 9 million, just to give you an idea. Now, I achieved this by just doing normal trades. I wasn't doing anything crazy like doing 100x trades. In fact, my current one here is a Solana trade. And as you can see, that's quite modest, 12x. Nothing too crazy, just normal trading. So, for example, my 1.7 million trading volume could now get me VIP 5. At VIP 5, you're almost paying 0 fees, which means you can do things like you can compound your gains by taking a small profit when you're only 1 or 2% in profit, and then just repeating that over and over again. And just for the record, if you start off with $2,000, and if you can make 1.7% in a trade, and you do that 365 times, you have over $1 million. If you can achieve $2 million, you get VIP 7, which is both obtainable and extremely desirable. Now, event 2, the deposit bonus is only for new people, unfortunately. But if that's you, you can deposit $100, trade once and get $30 back. You can deposit $500, trade once and get $150 back. You can deposit just $1,000, trade once and get $300 back. Now, you can deposit anything you like. You can deposit USDT, Bitcoin, Solana, whatever you like, or you can even use the buy crypto feature and buy crypto using your bank account or credit card. Now, the last event we ran did have a 20% cashback, and that did apply to existing users, but unfortunately this one, it doesn't. But if you're a new user, grab this while you can. I've never seen a 30% deposit rebate ever. Now, event 3 is open to everybody, and this is where it gets fun. If you can achieve a trading volume of 1 million, which to be honest is super easy. If you're trading with about $1,000, you can do that easily between now and the 21st of December. And you get $50 for that. If you can do 5 million, which is not impossible, you get $300. And beyond that, for the ballers, if you can achieve a $30 million trading volume, you get an Apple Watch Series 11 and AirPods Pro 3. If you can achieve 100 million, you get an iPhone 17 Pro Max. And for the absolute ballers, if your trading volume reaches 150 million, you get a vacation in Dubai, and that includes flights and a 4-star hotel, which is worth $8,000. So who can use Bitunix? Well, if you're in any country in the world except China, North Korea and Iran, and I also think Singapore might be excluded as well. I'm not 100% sure about that. But everywhere else you can use Bitunix, you don't need a VPN. And that includes the UK and the US. If you are going to buy crypto using your bank account or credit card, you will need to pass some verification to do that though. But if you're depositing crypto and just trading straight away, you can be trading within minutes by using just an email and a password. You don't even need to tell them your real name. Now, what I also like about the deposit rewards is a lot of people, if it's the first time they're using an exchange, they might not want to deposit a massive amount. And I've seen other campaigns with different exchanges where it's the first deposit that counts. So if you want to deposit $100 to see if you like the exchange, do that. Do some trades, see if you like it. You'll get $30 anyway for free. And then if you like it, you can deposit $1,000 within the same period and you'll get $300 rather than $30 as a reward. I think that is a really good feature, especially for new users. So how do you do this? Well, just go to savewithcrypto.org/Bitunix. And remember, you've got until December the 21st to do this. But it makes sense to start as soon as possible because you want to get your trading volume up so you can get the VIP status and hopefully plan your vacation to Dubai. So remember, savewithcrypto.org/Bitunix. There you go. That was actually a bit longer than I remember making it, actually. I obviously made that a few weeks ago, and yeah, I didn't realize it was quite so long. If I'd have known, I'd have gone and made some coffee. But I didn't. I've got some blackcurrant squash. There you go. Anyway, that's what I've got. So yeah, so that's really cool. Obviously on my own today, which is why I couldn't get Maff to start the show. That would have been handy, but I think he's busy today, so he can't be here. It sounds a bit of a cop-out, but I've also got another thing I want to play as well. But it's basically because I was looking at the CME gap and suddenly realised that I started making a video on Monday about the CME gap from last weekend. And I never finished the video. It's one of them things where like I recorded a bit and then it didn't make sense, and then I'd already mentioned like it's Monday morning, and by the time I looked at it again it was like Tuesday, and I was thinking that doesn't make sense anymore, so I kind of abandoned the video. But I thought it might just be handy just to play it here because there is something worth noting about the CME gap from last weekend. I'll just play this. It's not very long. One of them was this like rising wedge here on the 4-hour time frame. This is Bitcoin USD. This is the Bybit chart. Okay, so what I was saying is like, okay, this wedge is a bearish pattern, but we were kind of down here on this line of support. Now we did dip below it a little bit just as the CME markets opened at 11 p.m. last night. So what I was thinking was it might come up here. Now the other thing I was thinking was that we formed this CME gap over the weekend. So this is what we're looking at now. And as I've woken up this morning, it's pretty much done what I thought it would do, and it's almost closed that CME gap. So it needs to go up a little bit further, just from here up to here. So that's about another 0.5% or so, and that will close that CME gap, and that's that done. I was just thinking this because this to me looked like it needed to do that rather than plummet down further, which it could do, but for now I think I'd like to see the CME gap closed, and it'd be really nice if we could get it done today, which is Monday. Okay, so we did nearly close the CME gap, but not quite. Instead, it got to like the New York Open and the price plummeted quite badly. And we're right down here at 86.265k at the moment. It did go as low as about 85.2. which is down a lot from the all-time high, isn't it? So let's put on Quadzilla and see if we can make sense of this. Well, you can see here that on the 12-minute time frame, we did get this bearish cross here at about 2:30 this afternoon, which signaled this drop here. Now, I actually thought that it would go down to this bullish retracement here and then maybe carry on upwards, but it seemed to have different ideas in mind. Now, this can happen when you have got a strong trend downwards, and you can tell that by these EMAs. You can see the red one here is a 5 EMA, the cyan is a 9 EMA, the yellow is a 21 EMA, and the green is a 55 EMA. So when they're in this order, red, cyan, yellow, green, it's a pretty strong downtrend. Now, that does seem to be flattening out a little bit. So could this be a bottom? Well, ideally, I'd have liked to have closed this retracement here. And that's quite a substantial one going back to the 1st of December. So it is quite possible we still can come down further to complete that step. So at the moment, I'm not thinking that this is a bottom. Okay. Right, so that's what I did earlier in the week, which it never got aired, if you like. So let's just remove that for a second. Let's just put my screen back on. Where's it gone? Share screen. There you go. So I just wanted to revisit that 12-minute time frame using Quadzilla. So that was the bit I was talking about there. That was kind of actually the big drop was Monday, wasn't it? And then I obviously made that next bit of the video on Tuesday once it had actually dropped. So I was talking about, you know, was that a bottom there? It seems like it might have been a little bit, you know, but you know, it's struggling to get back up, isn't it? So there is that CME level as well, wherever it was. I think it was up here somewhere. So we've actually got these bearish retracements up there as well. So the fact that we've got a little bit of a pump this morning, I mean, it's only a little one, does make me think that maybe we will go and try and just finish off that CME gap before we come down. I know a lot of people talking about much lower targets like 74k and stuff like that. A lot of that being to do with, well, lots of things really. There's the Japan interest rate decision on Friday. That's probably going to be awful. There's also this triple witching thing where loads of options expire all at the same time. And there is actually, I believe, let me just check this. You probably know what I'm going to look for. Yeah, moon phases. I believe. Oh, where are they? Where are the moons gone? Oh, there's one. So when's the next one? I don't know. Maybe I dreamt it. I actually thought there was another. I thought there was another bearish moon coming up. I mean, maybe there is. I think they're every 15 days or something. Is that right? So like there to there. Yeah, about 15 days, isn't it? So does that mean we got one soon? So from there to Thursday that's not right. Oh, Friday. Oh yeah, sort of like Thursday or Friday or something. So we actually got a moon, a bearish moon then. I don't know. It's one of those things where, like, you know, everything's against you, you know. So there's that. Anyway, I don't need that. So yeah, so 12 minutes. Where are you? So where was that level that I was concerned with? It was oh, it was that one there, wasn't it? So that actually that one there did complete. That's the one I was talking about, wasn't it? Was it? Hang on a sec. Got myself all confused now. Oops. Yeah, it was that one, wasn't it? That was the plummet on Monday. And then it started to go up a bit. Yeah, and then it did that there. That was on Tuesday, wasn't it? Oh, okay. All right. So that one's done. That's good. Yeah, I don't know. Not very far, but it looks like to me like it ought to come up to the 87,225. Let me just check the CME one. Just going to get another tab up, which you can't see for the moment, but I will swap it over any second now. Right. So, yeah, this was the bit that didn't complete. Just that little bit there. It's hardly anything, isn't it? It's like from there to there. What's that? That's $85, 0.09%. So that'd be really nice if it came up there, wouldn't it? Even if it came down afterwards. So where would that line up? That would line up with the bit, the price from, say, well, it's just above that peak at $85 above that peak on Monday. Let's go back to the other chart. So we've actually had that, wouldn't it? Oh, getting all confused now. No, it was there, wasn't it? So it was that bit there. So $85 up from there. So say that's 88,113, 85 on top of that, about 89, isn't it? So maybe that's the level we want there. Look, that's lining up with one of those monthly levels that I drew the other day at 89,074. So I don't know. I think there's a possibility we could do something like that, or we carry on and complete these ones here. But I don't know. There's a bit of bearishness up there, isn't there? So maybe that kind of rejection would be the more obvious thing. I'm actually in a little long from 86,647. 86,647. Yeah, it's not very good. It was just one from this morning, around about here. Must have been about here. I think it was this bullish retracement that I went for there. I mean, it's looking a bit floppy, isn't it? But it is 12:20, so you can wait and see what happens. Let's have a look at the comments, see if anybody's here. Right, so there's obviously the ones from me when I was getting my daughter to send the messages. Hello, monkeyism. All right. Scotty, don't think I'll have a Bitunix account. Well, if you haven't, then yeah, do go to savewithcrypto.org/Bitunix. The link is in the description down below. I should put it in the chat as well, shouldn't I? And yeah, if you deposit, say like you deposit $1,000 worth of something between now and the 21st, when's that? That's 17, so 18, 19, 20, is that Sunday, is it? Sunday, I think, yeah. Do that between now and then and make one trade. I think that's all you have to do. You don't have to achieve any sort of trading volume or anything like that. And then you will get a $300 trading bonus. Now, I think the way they're doing it is it's they calculate them 3 days after the end of the campaign. So if that closes on the 21st, it's pretty much going to be like Christmas Eve, like 24th or something. So if you haven't got it by then, let me know, because we can sort it out just in case there's any sort of delay in getting the money. It's quite handy as well. We have actually got the affiliate guy, Alexander. He is actually in our Discord as well. So if you've got any questions for him, I mean, don't use him like support or anything, but like, any questions about the bonus or that sort of thing, then you can ask him directly if you want to and say, "Oi, where's my bonus?" I mean, generally they're very, very good about paying out. Much better than Blofin, to be honest, actually, because I know Blofin seem to make an excuse, every excuse they can to not pay out. I mean, they do, but like sometimes you have to kind of say, "Yeah, but I achieved that there." Then and they go, "Oh yeah, all right, here's your bonus," Whereas Bitunix seemed like very, very good like that. Something else I'm going to say. What the hell was it? Bitunix, blah blah blah. It was to do with. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. There is also, I haven't checked it yet, but the affiliate guy from Blofin got in touch today with another 30% trading bonus thing. It was a similar kind of thing. It was for new users. The only reason I wasn't so keen on that is with the Bitunix guy. I said to him, "This is great. Does this apply to me as well? Because if I can show that I can get the bonus, then it makes a really good video and people actually believe it works. And he said, yeah, sure, yeah, you qualify and math as well, so that's good. And I said, great, I'll do that. So I did that a few weeks ago. I did a video about claiming the bonus and all that kind of thing, and it was great. So I said that to the Blofin guy, and he went, "Oh, what, for the affiliate account? No." so I'm slightly less keen on promoting the Blofin thing, but it's probably as good. But I really like Bitunix. I think it's a really, really cool exchange. There you go. Anyway, Kaz says, yeah, I have Bitunix but not used it in a while. I could maybe set up with a different email address if that counts. Right. If you've tried to claim a bonus from the other account, they might detect that and say, "Oh, you're using multiple accounts." But if you've never done that, if you've never received a bonus from them, then it should be all right. If you signed up with Bitunix with our link though, and you haven't, no, I don't know actually. Not sure. That might be a question for Alex maybe. I can ask if you wish. But I don't know. Generally, if you use a new email and you've not tried to claim stuff before, I'm sure it'd be okay actually. If not, we can argue. Well, I can, and I'll say, do you realise who Kaz is? And everything will be fine, I'm sure. Anyway, President Trump to make a big announcement today at 9 p.m. Nothing burger. What's it about? Or just a big announcement? I don't know, to be honest. It'll probably do something, won't it? They'll probably say something terrible. Space Cutty, how late are you? You're slightly more late than I was. I was about 5 minutes late myself, so that wasn't very good, was it? But yeah, no, I haven't got anything particular on the agenda today. Just going to have a look at the charts and stuff and see what's going on, really. Anyway, good afternoon, bom dia, as I say. Kaz, you only missed the Bitunix videos, Space Cutty. Yeah, I think he uses Bitunix anyway. Although I think in Portugal you can use anything you like, I think. Bank of Japan has confirmed it will increase interest rates to 75 basis points in 3 days. Okay. Right. So have they actually confirmed that? So they've actually said we're going to do this. If so, then that should be enough, shouldn't it? I don't know. Scotty said Blofin didn't honour my stop loss on 2 or 3 occasions. That's interesting. Yeah. Oh, I'd like to know more about that. I mean, to be honest, if you've set a stop loss, which is and isn't actually guaranteed to fill if the price is moving super, super quick, also bear in mind, So a stop loss is a market order, isn't it? And at that point, if like the price is moving super quick and there's not enough liquidity at that moment in time, then sometimes it won't actually do that. But I'm surprised you say 2 or 3 times. That's quite rare. I've never had it happen to me. The other thing is, if you've got your stop loss set near to your liquidation point, which, to be honest, if you're doing that, there's no point having a stop loss really, because you're going to lose most of your money anyway. But if you've got your stop loss near your liquidation point, then that tends to not work. It tends to just you just get liquidated and that's it. But if you got like a really mad candle, I also wonder as well, because like the smallest candles we can see are like, I think on Blofin is the 1 minute. I think. I wonder if within that 1 minute, if you've actually got technically a wick that goes down on, like, say, the 1 second chart, and that's enough to sort of take you out. I don't know. I suppose you'd have to look in the order book and work out what's going on. But yeah, Kaz, we'll give it a go. Yeah, please do. The link is in the description and all over the place, really. All right, so you're waiting on an email after investigation. Yeah, let me know how you get on, actually, because obviously I don't, I kind of, the exchanges we use are ones that I use. And I will say, actually, the most reliable exchange I've ever used is Bybit. But having said that, there's a few things about it where I think they could improve a few features a little bit. And then things like Bitunix. I know Bitunix didn't work particularly well on October the 10th, when I think there was like a bit of data missing and stuff, and the charts weren't working for a little bit. That wasn't good. So Scott is saying, I had stop loss set £190 in profit, ended up closing minus. That's really weird. How could that close negative? Don't really get that, mate. So if you had a stop loss set in profit, unless it was some like really mad asset, like, I don't know, like what's a crazy one? I don't know, one of these things that goes, moves like millions of percent, and you had like ridiculous leverage. Sometimes that can happen there, but I don't know. But I've definitely had it with things like where I've been messing around with 100x leverage, and I've set a stop loss like 3% in profit just in case, and it's gone down there, and it's ended up like, I've never had it negative, but I've had it where like I probably have negative, yeah, and it might end up like minus 0.00 something, but certainly not to that degree. 190 and 170. That sounds really strange. Really strange. Right. Bank of Japan is expected to hike rates on December 18th and 19th. And every recent hike triggered a sharp Bitcoin. Yeah, this is what Maff was talking about yesterday or the day before, I think. And yeah. All right. So you're on 10x. What asset was it? Was that Bitcoin or something like that, or was it some sort of that is really strange. Cass said mine closed in negative also when unisolated. They said was caused move so much was Asta. $57. Oof. Asta. Oh, that's not good. I mean, Asta is one of those that moves quick now, isn't it? Anyway, let's have a look at the charts, see what's going on. Yeah, so my little long I've got going up, I don't know, it's might reject there, eh? Keep doing that. Oh. Yeah. Now, obviously, with Quadzilla, this is only a 12-minute time frame, but you get this green shading here when the yellow EMA and the green EMA is approaching a kind of velocity that might mean that they will cross in a bullish way. So that's good. Obviously, the time now is like, it's less than an hour. No, I know, less than 2 hours to New York Open. So anything could happen. But I don't know. I mean, to me, that looks like it could do that. Let's have a look at something else. I'm also interested in Solana, like I always am. Can't believe how Solana's down at $120 now, and it was at like 200 sort of a few weeks ago, wasn't it? I just suppose it's the same as Bitcoin was at 120 a few weeks ago, and now it's at like 84 or it is. Okay, yeah. So the same thing for Solana, really, isn't it? I mean, I am actually finding this a little bit hard to trade because I know at some point there probably will be a big dump. I keep thinking, should I try and get into a short? Which, to be honest, if it goes back up to that CME kind of level on Bitcoin, then I probably will go for something like that and try and get into a bit of a short just in case it does come down to like 70k or something. I mean, everyone seems to think it will, but when everyone seems to think it will, I always think, well, it probably won't then. But I don't know. I've been quite bullish over the last few weeks, but I'm starting to sort of think maybe that was it, 126 or whatever, and we, this is like properly the start of a bear market, and down we go. I don't want to believe that because I don't think it's actually true. I still think there is some more upside. And I still think there hasn't been one of those proper, like, really mental sort of blow off tops like we had in 2021. So I kind of feel that there's still one of those in the pipeline, but I'm just not seeing it yet. And I do think I don't know. I think it's just going to range sideways for a bit, isn't it? And maybe we won't get that big dump to 74. Because I know people are just loading up longs down there. Like people you see on YouTube, like Crypto Rover. He's got like millions of dollars like set down at 74k. So probably won't get there. Probably get to like 80, and that'll be it. Anyway, I would like to be ready for it when it happens. Let's see if there's a way how we can spot something like that. Let's just move that. Let's go out a bit. Let's go out to the daily time frame. So things we've probably missed it now, haven't we? Really. I know some people who didn't, like Wizard of Alt. I think he's still short from 126 or something. 120. How high did it go? 125. Yeah. So what did we get? We got like let me just. So I just need to do something just to. Just need to monitor what I'm doing. Let's just move Kaz's comment for a minute so I can see what we're doing. Actually, let's move. Let's move me down there. Yeah, I'm thinking of putting the camera on, by the way, but I'm still only thinking about it. Oh, right. So Scott, you're saying I believe it was Munt. Let me have a look at that. And that's the Bybit one. You said it was on Blofin. So why is? Oh yeah, that's weird. How Blofin have Bybit's token? I wouldn't do that if I was them, but obviously they have a reason for it. Was it this candle here, Scotty? So I guess if you were longing this on the way up here, and you were sort of following it up with your stop loss, and then it came down. What date was that? That was the 9th of October. Let's go down in the time frame. And well, of course, that was the 10th of. What? It wasn't the 10th of October, was it, Scotty? I know nothing worked then, did it? It's a bit hard to get to it. So I'll get back to what I'm talking about in a minute. Just intrigued by this. Does anyone know how, if you're looking at, say, like something like this on a small time frame, like a 12-minute, how I quickly get back to like October the 10th? Must be a way you can just put in the date somehow and then go to it. Maybe it's that thing there. Oh, it is. Yeah. All right, that's it. So let's say we were here. So as the price came down there, see, that was something like, a 50% drop. So a 50% drop on 10x leverage would be like a 500% move, wouldn't it? I could see how that could be a problem, particularly with something like that, because I don't know what the liquidity is like on Blofin with that. But yeah, I don't know. I'd be interested to know. I'll probably just wait for their email about what happened, their investigation. They'll probably have some reason for it. They'll have some excuse, won't they? That is annoying now. Because I know, because it's a really nice feeling, isn't it, when you're in a trade and you put your stop loss into profit, and you can merrily go to sleep or go out and not worry about it. Yeah, but if that doesn't work, then not nice. Let's go back to the stream. Right, Scotty's saying XMR super down on the 4 hour. Oh, okay. Let's have a look at that in a moment. Let me write that down. XMR 4 hour. Because I'm looking for various shorts. I don't care if it's not Bitcoin. 13.12. Oh, all right. So that's when your dump was. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, let me know. Let me know, because be very interested to know what happened there. And like I say, if there's anything wrong with an exchange, and I haven't got a good reason for something like that, then I won't promote it. For example, I had that 2-bit one, and it was looking all right, and then I think it was CD Cherry Tree, one of the guys from our Discord, and they were really funny about giving him his bonus, and it was kind of, I think it was a valid reason, but then he asked a question in support and he never got an answer. And then when I said, can you give this guy's support ticket an answer, and I gave him the support ticket number, they said, we haven't got any record of that. And You know, he'd show me the screenshot of it, and I thought, well, that's rubbish, because you're just lying. Someone's just ignored it or forgot. Anyway, consequently, I'm not going to promote 2-bit, because if the customer service isn't good, then it's not going to do it. Anyway, all right. So Bitcoin is doing nothing much. You see what happens here is I always spend a lot of time looking at these yellow and green EMAs, and you think, oh, they're going to cross, and then all of a sudden they just don't want to. And when they don't want to, you do see the price sort of come down quite a lot, quite rapidly if they don't cross. So we will keep an eye on them. Let's have a look at XMR that Scotty was talking about. I'll do it. So you were saying XMR 4-hour. Oh yeah. Okay, that is looking interesting. That is very, very overbought. Let's just zoom out. Is that on any other time frames, like 5-hour? No, that's asking a bit much, isn't it? So with this kind of thing, I usually think, well, has it happened before? So you kind of look back and you think, okay, well, it happened here, happened there, and it did come down quite a bit. Wiggled around, then had a big dump. Okay, so that one's, it's probably quite big, isn't it? So that was from, say, like there. Thing is, if you'd have got down to here, then as it started going up, you'd have probably closed it, wouldn't you? 4.8%, not bad. That would have been okay. There's one here. You see, the thing is with these, though, is that's when, you see, you got the yellow 21 above the 55. So that is in a strong uptrend, isn't it? Sort of that's worth the same as it is here. Anymore? Not for a long time. Yeah, they don't happen very often, do they? Yeah, there's a couple here. A couple here. Okay, so what we got here, you can see at this point here, you can see that the red 55, sorry, the red 5 EMA was starting to curl over a bit there. So as that was happening there, this uptrend you could possibly say that was coming towards an end there. Didn't know. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, be careful with it, because it might not be the end of Monero. I'll probably be looking around that level there. So maybe it might wick up there. But yeah, definitely looking interesting though. And of course, what that would do, that would come back probably to this level here, wouldn't it? So so that was like a, oh right, it's a 10% move. Okay. So if you had like the balls to do that on 10x, that could double your money, couldn't it? Yeah, interesting. Right, I might look at that later, and yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, thanks for that, Scotty. That's cool. Oh, I like that. Yeah, good. Hopefully, this might be one of those bits we can pull out of the live stream and make a video out of it, and that'd be cool. Right. So I had a little knock on the door, so I might have to go and see about that in a moment. Okay. It's very double top to me. Yeah. So what, you're thinking that one and then another one like that and then down we come. Yeah, absolutely. Zoom out a lot. Oh, it is. Oh, it's gone mental as well. That was a good one, wasn't it? Look at that. Look at that. That's a super down on the weekly. Bloody hell. But imagine if you'd have got that 39%. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it's worth looking at on these really big time frames. Okay, what you can see here, right, is you've got this green mid-range cross. Bear in mind with these things, I know Space Cat got a bit confused the other day. So what these ones that go from like the 20 mark to the 80, right, they're called a mid-range cross. It's basically when the convergence band kind of changes direction while it's between these two levels here. And that usually means is that, you know, in this case, it's still in a bullish uptrend. So that's what's happening there. Don't get them confused with the ones that extend for the whole length, which are the backgrounds. I know it's not a very sexy name, but so for example, that red one there that goes from 0 to 100, that is a red background with a super down. So at the moment on the 3-day, okay, there is, well, it's quite obvious in this there's a trend to the upside because it's going a bit nuts, isn't it? But yeah, I think that is probably something worth looking at. Yeah, that's the 3-day. The daily, daily's getting there, isn't it? It seems to have ignored all these retracements here. So wouldn't that be lovely if that came down and like completed all these step twos of these bullish retracements? I'm guessing. I'm looking at this on the Blofin chart. So that's going back to 2023. I think it's an older coin than that, isn't it? So I'm guessing here, if we look at the stats, well, you can see it, can't you? There's only been 3 of those bullish retracements on the daily. Yeah, I like that. Good. Yeah, I might look into that. Very good. 50-minute chart is dropping off, but RSI is still above 50. Okay. Yeah, I think a lot of everything's going to depend on the next 2 or 3 days, isn't it? Because of all the Japan stuff. So there is that. Cool. Yeah, nice. I'm almost tempted to. I'm almost tempted to set some orders around about here, just in case it has a little wick up there. I don't know what the opposite of catching a falling knife is, but that would be a nice one to catch, wouldn't it? Catch a rocketing something, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, look, I better go because I've been summoned. So I will probably leave it there unless I've got any more questions. But yeah, all right, I'm going to pop off. I'll be back tomorrow with math, I think, and I've got a video that I'm making at the moment, and I've been a bit lacking in that sort of stuff at the moment. But I'll get back on track very, very soon. But I've got a video making that should be quite interesting as well. And by the way, for anyone who was taking any note of the Zoid Pay stuff that I was talking about, not financial advice, but if you were going to get some, I think kind of like now for the next 2 weeks or so would be quite a good time. All right, but that is not financial advice. Do your own research and all that. All right. Okay, right. Yeah, thanks again, Scotty, for that Monero thing. That's definitely something I am definitely going to look at. In fact, I think what I might do is close my Bitcoin long and maybe use that money to set up a Monero short. But I think the thing to do with that is, you know, go down to a smaller time frame and look for this convergence band being right up here, maybe even down to, I don't know, the 5 minute. Oh, it is looking really oversold, doesn't it? Right, not financial advice, but oh yeah, you got a red background there. Right, that's looking tasty. I cannot deny that. That's looking very tasty. Right, and there's all these bullish things that need completing, and I reckon the stats on this are probably looking quite good as well. So the bullish retracements are like 95% of them get completed. Yeah, okay. I would say, yeah, Monero looking tasty for a short. Okay, not financial advice. If you have any problems, blame Scotty, not me. All right. No, seriously though, thanks for that, mate. That might be the trade of the week. You never know. All right. Right, I'm going to pop off. Please do check out all the links in the description and all that kind of thing. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. And well, whatever. Or I'll see you over in the Discord. Do take care. Have a great day. And yeah, speak tomorrow. And oh, please do give the stream a like on the way out. And above all, tell your friends.